Hi. So I want to go over how you can integrate Blackboard Learn into New Relic and using New Relic. New Relic and Blackboard Learn pretty much play well. Uh, there are a few things that you have to do, and I'm recommending you click on a link below to try uh, on a how-to to get that. It was created by another Blackboard admin. So I've done all the back end stuff to make our Blackboard environment actually a load testing environment work with Blackboard Learn. So I want to show you a little bit about that. So right now we're in the middle of a New Relic dashboard. And here you can see Blackboard Learn is sitting here. And you can see that it's an app server. So the app server is responding in 3.82 milliseconds. So it's responding back to the agent when it talks to this New Relic server, which is actually a hosted server, so it's not sitting locally within my application. Okay, you can see over here recent events where we've had some errors and where the app index score has gone over a specific amount. So these are also triggered into that come in to my email. So let me go in a little bit. So you click here, and you can see that all 9 of my servers are running. I actually have multiple JVMs here. So you can see I have a lot of them, and you can see that it's monitoring Java within the OS. Here, because ColdBB App 1 is not only running Tomcat for application, but also runs collaboration tools. So you can see the 8011, 8009 is running here. Your 2, 3, 4, all of these are running in that manner. So here you can see we can take a look at the app index score. I can actually go back if I want to change that. I can say, let me look at the past 24 hours. I can set it to a custom date. I can change my time frame. I can set it to a specific time frame as well. So it's really pretty helpful here. So here you can see this is actually monitoring the JVM, transaction response time, and also my database. That's something that if you looked at the Zabbix 2 demonstration I did, it doesn't monitor that Zabbix and the database integrations. And that's an important aspect. So let me click over here to the map, and you can see, again, how our database interactions are happening. We can see call count, standard deviation, min, max, all that. We can also see transactions and the like. We can look at what's the most time-consuming web transactions from the web. We can also look within Java, what's taking the slowest amount of time as well. And we can see how things are faring with indifference. And as you can see, we can look all the way down into a specific bean in there. We can also look at what other loads are being put on the server that are not involving the web transactions. So we can see how much memory each event is using. Then we switch over to the database. And here we can see what's the most time-consuming database operation that's having to go on, which is great because if Blackboard's running a very long time-consuming database call, here we can see that really quick, really easily, and find that information. Slowest response time, throughput, slowest queries by web transaction, a lot of different options there. You can see the database throughput and the database response time. Also, external services. So if it's Blackboard reaching out to different tools, different things, such as if you're using any of the third-party building blocks it may be reaching out to, those are options there. JVMs, we can look at the different JVMs. So I'm going to click on here, which is an 8009. I can see my heap memory, my party, a lot of my memory information right here. I can also look at threads. And I can look at session counts. Of course, this is a server that's only being load tested, so you're not going to see any activity on it right now. But we have found that this has been very helpful as we've been monitoring that activity. And I've switched over to events here. You can see the error rate, errors per request. If we're seeing different errors, we can look for URLs. If things have happened, we can even cause alerts to happen. So here's one: unable to ping safeassign.blackboard.com. We could cause that to happen, and it sends us alerts. How we're deployed, a thread profiler that we can do as well. This is helpful. We can look at SLA, availability, web transaction, scalability, database, and background jobs. So, really unique tool. I highly recommend, if you have the chance to install this on a test environment and give it a try. It's pretty interesting. So.